Good morning. This is day 8, and it's Tuesday, April the 21st. As always, don't forget to sign in on the attendance page. So you've been doing a pretty good job on that, so let's keep that up. Just to note that we now have a new bell schedule for times, and we will be meeting on B days on both Tuesday and only Fridays, and that will be between 9 and 9:45. Your morning time, 7 to 9, is it like a work time for you guys, prep time for teachers. And then later I'll have office hours set up at 2 to 3 on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, where you guys will have a Zoom link and be able to come in and ask any question, talk, if you have issues or whatever at that time. The Zoom link can also be found on the main distance learning page of my website. You should also note that if you check your email, or you may have already checked your email, that I sent you an email that has the subject heading third quarter grade. This is a current grade that you had at the end of third quarter, which was right before spring break, and many of you will notice that you probably have an NC on it, an incomplete, which means that you're missing projects or PFAs or both. Now in Summit you have to complete all of the projects and you have to complete all of the PFAs to move on to the next level, which would be biology for you guys next year. So I listed what projects I don't have for you and what components of those projects, what final products that you're still missing, and then what PFAs you haven't passed as of this time. The last project that I'm going to count is in the atomic structure, and I've taken out some of the final products because they were assigned after third quarter, so those are no longer available, and what you will need to do is now complete those. Now some of these you may not be able to complete because they were labs that we had in class and you never made them up, and then I will be talking personally with you as to what assignment I can use as a replacement. So you have to bear with me because I have to create replacement projects for those of you that may have missed, say, the Newton's Law lab or the Work Power lab that you never came in and made up before we were dismissed because of the virus. PFAs you still have to take, and the last PFA is atomic structure. So when do you have to have all this done? That would be the final date would be May 28th. That will determine whether you have a grade if you complete everything or if you have an incomplete, which would be first probably recommended that you take credit completion during summer school, and then if you don't complete the course in summer school, you'd have to repeat and finish the course next year before you're allowed to move on to biology as a sophomore. So you need to be somewhat motivated to start getting everything done. I will periodically send you an updated email as to what I see that you've turned in and completed versus what you still owe me, so expect that. So again, for taking a PFA, you have to pass the diagnostic. So when you request it, I check to see if the diagnostics pass. I check to see if you've looked at any of the resources that are provided. And then you have to tell me and remind that you have requested this. And again, the last PFA that is required to be taken will be atomic structure. So our last unit is matter. That's the last assigned unit that you have to have completed. And the last assignment in there will be the blank periodic table. There'll be no further assignments given in this because of the new grading policy that we stop grading after third quarter, and this was the last one that I put in there. So you do need to complete the other assignments, focusing mostly on the final products so that you can get those turned in. Like if you haven't turned in this lab on these two labs, building an atom model or changing states of matter where we melted ice and measured its temperature. and then whatever other final products you may have not submitted and completed in the other units like waves or energy or forces. If you still need to finish the first final product on the one that's running to Kessel's office, I do from Miss Levin have that as a replacement. She sent me what she would do, and if you had Miss Levin, then she will grade it and let me know. If you had Miss Spencer, it'll be pretty much the same thing. But it has to be graded by your first teacher. I wasn't around at that point to do that. The other thing is I plan on having a live Zoom today at 9:15. I'll send you out an email link and a remind for that, so that if you have any questions about what you need to be doing, then let me know at that point.